Hey everybody, this is Andy Schwartman, your host for Inside the Music with Andy Schwartman here at US Bank Arena Live. And let me tell you a little bit about this place. This place was originally called Riverfront Coliseum. Construction began in 1973 and the venue opened on September 9th, 1975. In the 90s, there were a couple of name changes, when the building was known as the Crown and the First Star Center. Since 2002, it has been called the US Bank Arena. The arena seats over 17,000 people, and it is the largest indoor arena in the greater Cincinnati area. The arena has hosted, was the home of the Cincinnati Stingers in the World Hockey Association from 1975 to 79. Since then, the arena has hosted two minor league hockey teams, political rallies, tennis tournaments, figure skating, professional wrestling, traveling circus, and rodeo shows, and hundreds of concert performances. Speaking of which, on December 3rd, 1979, here at the US Bank Arena, it was known as the Riverfront Coliseum then, 11 people were killed in a stampede while waiting for the Who to go on. And what happened, as the Who performed their sound check, thousands of ticket holders thought that the concert had already started when they were sound checking, and 11 people died in this horrible event. Since its opening in 1975, it has hosted many musical performances, including the following. And also, speaking of which, tonight, New Kids on the Block is performing here with Debbie Gibson, I'm sorry. New Kids on the Block is performing here tonight with Tiffany and Debbie Gibson, Salt and Pepper, and
who else? There's one other one, isn't there?
Yeah, there is.
Naughty by Nature.
Yeah. Naughty by Nature.
And who's the guy we just met? Walked by just a couple minutes ago.
Their social media guru, Scott, and some of the other people that have performed here over the years include such people as Metallica, Kiss, Van Halen, AC/DC, Ozzy Osbourne, Queen, Frank Sinatra, rest in peace, Pink Floyd, Bob Hope, Willie Nelson, Aerosmith, Bob Dylan, Alice Cooper. Wait a minute, that sounded wrong. Alice Cooper. There we go.
Those two kind of sounded the same to me.
Yeah. Frank Zappa, Neil Young, Journey, Eric Clapton, one of my personal favorites, Def Leppard, George Strait, Garth Brooks, Neil Diamond, Muddy Waters, Elvis Presley, Parliament Funkadelic, David Bowie, Sir Paul McCartney, the Eagles, Black Sabbath, Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band, Led Zeppelin, another one of my favorites, Stevie Wonder, Prince, Motley Crue, Whitesnake, Hank Williams Jr., and I got the opportunity of a lifetime back in 2017. That is that I saw Garth Brooks with Trish Yearwood, and on their 2017 World Tour, when in actuality it was just a North American thing. And their openers that night were Karen Rochelle and Mitch Rossell. Mitch Rossell is an up-and-coming songwriter who wrote the song Ask Me How I Know for Garth Brooks, and it was the #1 song in that whole thing. I saw them on January 27th of 2017, and it was incredibly awesome.
So that was just a little over 2 years ago?
Yes.
But that wasn't your first concert here, was it?
No, my first concert here was Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band, right before Clarence Clemens and Danny Federici died.
Wow, you got to see Danny and Clarence.
Yes. I got a chance to see them both. It was incredible.
That's awesome.
And I also saw Tim McGraw and Faith Hill here,
Yeah.
and that was when I was in middle school.
Yeah.
That was good too.
Was it US Bank Arena then?
Yeah, it was. And the way that I saw them was I had an uncle whose name was Ken Clark, and he was a paramedic and firefighter for the city. And Tim McGraw and Faith Hill were giving out tickets for the concert, and they and his fire department had the last pair, and his wife called my mom and said, "Hey, Ken has the last pair of tickets, and he wants to know if you and Andy would like to go see Tim McGraw and Faith Hill." And so that's how I got to see them
That's awesome.
for the first time in my life. And I've been a fan of Tim McGraw since 1984, so that would have put me at 7 years old.
Yeah.
No lie.
Can I interject?
Sure.
My first show here was 1979. My dad took me to see Kiss, September of that year. Just
Nice.
a couple of months before that horrible Who tragedy. And actually, we went to some of the Stingers hockey games here in the
Okay.
late 70s.
All right, cool. Okay, and lastly, here's a question for you, my loyal audience.
For who?
For my loyal audience.
Oh, okay.
What was the very first show that you saw here at US Bank Arena? Type your answer in the comments section below this post. I'm Andy Schwartman. Thank you. Thanks everybody for watching Inside the Music. Hope to see you next time. Thanks a lot. We are out. Yeah, we're clear. As they say in Wayne's World. We are clear.